Okay, we decided to come to the park and go for a walk. We need to, you know, breathe some fresh air. My dog, she wanted us to spend some quality time together. And I was like, okay, cool. You know, I don't care. You know, but in the back of my mind, I'm like, yeah, but you already had your 30-minute walk this morning. How many walks are you going to take today? Good morning. Thank you. So, because, nobody back talks Capricorn. Here's the shot. Let's see. There it is. Wait, let's see. There's the shot. Right. There's the shot. Okay. Nobody back talks Capricorn. So, when I'm sitting up here, not back talking, but correcting. Capricorns, they don't like to be corrected. Which, that's a shame. Because correction is just part of the process. It's just part of the process. Thank you. Come on. Right? So, I decided, look, when you're dealing with somebody who's a Capricorn in the ego, you got to put on your dark glasses. Right? You can't let them see. You can't let them see your eyes. No, you can't. So, I got on my smart glasses today. I don't have it hooked up and turned on, but I do got on my smart glasses. Look at the turtles. See the turtles? And this ain't even Turtle Creek. Can you see them? Okay. Oh, they're gone. They're gone. So yeah, and it's so interesting because I was just reviewing a video that I had done explaining about, the cardinals, the fixed signs, and the mutable signs, right? And I kind of tried to give an image that this is like the relay race of humanity, right? That you have your starters on the line, then you have, your steady people, right? And then at the end, you have the trickster at the end, right? They're going to do whatever it takes to win the race. Okay? Come on. Come on. right? So the starters, the ones that have to have that fast start, those are the Cardinals. The ones that are running that middle stretch, those are the fixed signs. And the last person with the baton are the mutables. Okay? And if it goes out of order, success is not following the structure. And I'm not going to say that chaos is not going to ever be successful. I'm not saying that. How can I? My Gemini ego will never make me think that chaos can't bring about success. Okay? So, I guess I'm supposed to really be doing my spiritual channel. I really think I'm supposed to be doing my spiritual channel. Okay? Because I can't get away from it. And I wanted to do a weight loss channel, and then it went into spirituality. Okay? I wanted to do a home decorating, remodel channel, but then it went into spirituality. I'm like, well, darn. Why does my channel keep getting into spirituality? Right? So, I'm going to tell you, back in 2015, I was getting ready to begin my my spiritual channel. Right? My spiritual channel was going to be the Celestial Light Worker 999. Okay? And it was going to get a little fancy, right? It was going to begin with the history of how Alexandria libraries were burned, and that the goddess temples were destroyed, and how the men got together and recreated his story and called it fucking true, and took ownership of proprietary information that was given to women. It's been proven in their own words. Who ate of the apple first? This woman. And because of that, they got the knowledge of good and evil first. Okay. So, I'm beginning my channel starting there. Right? Starting at the Library of Alexandria. Starting at when Rome decided to enslave women. Well, it wasn't really Rome. It was really Caesar, right? Caesar, the Greek was the ones that first decided to enslave women. and turn them into human being incubators and, discard them as if, they were disposable. Okay? And ever since then, they have been trying to recreate human life without the need of a woman being present. They've even tried to turn themselves into women so they wouldn't need women. Hence all of the trans. Hence all of the homos. Now, why? Why in the world would they do such a thing? Right? Well, they do these things because men just aren't satisfied. Oh, look at the bulldog. So, what am I saying? Well, men have never been satisfied. Never. They're not satisfied with anything. Say a man comes into this world and he's a white man. Well, he might be on top of the hierarchy of men, but he's still not satisfied, right? So what he does is he does something kind of disrespectful to the other races, and you're like, well, I'm the king of the hill of the race of men. Therefore, I'm going to have sex with your wives, your daughters, and maybe even your sons. Because he's not satisfied, right? And even the other races can say, but don't you have a wife? And he'll say, yeah, of course I have a wife. I've had several wives. Okay? So, this kind of attitude and behavior was admired by most men. They were like, what? You mean to tell me they can have sex with all of the other races of females and males? And they like that idea. The debauchery of it appealed to them. They appeal to their hedonistic nature, right? Of doing something that defies and defiles and degrades others. Okay? So, they tried to make it seem like that's what power means. That since women were powerful because they gave life, men decided to say, oh no, power is the ability to destroy life. Okay? That's why they give each other contests and awards for being the most destructive man on the planet. they know that once even their wars are over, that all of the killing, all of those Purple Hearts mean nothing. They don't mean nothing, right? And even those soldiers that come back maimed, disabled, psychologically damaged, and they're like, but I fought for my country, you should honor me. And people were like, maybe you should have took the jail sentence. Right? That was during the time that they used to have the draft, where they used to draft a young men and force them to go into the service. Well, now they don't force them to go into the service. It's a voluntary basis. Oh, those are parakeets or lovebirds. Because those birds were green. So yeah. And that's how I was going to start my channel. With first laying out the whole groundwork of what I can remember in history, or what is downloaded to me. Good morning. In history, right? And let's keep it real. History is exactly that compound word of his story telling the bullshit. Hold on. So this guy is over there supposedly working out to the point of screaming. Now, he could be in pain, right? Or he could be just feeling something that he just cannot handle. Okay? But in his viewpoint, he thinks that this is what makes him a man. Right? Posturing, screaming and hollering in the deepest voice possible, when he really should be using his alto voice, or at least or if he can't, soprano, because he's lame and he's weak. But he wants to be strong. That's why he's working out till it hurts. Okay? You hear him? And I had seen what exercises he was doing. He was doing abdominal crunches. Okay? And either there's something really wrong with his organs, or he's just very dramatic. Isn't that beautiful? That's so beautiful. And I'm getting little splashes of the fountain. And all of the sparkle ripples of the sun rays on the water. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. Oh my God. Oh my God. Okay? So, I love it. I'm glad we came out and did this walk. But here's the thing that I want you to see. What does it say? no swimming. And this is very common on the bodies of water that exists now, that didn't exist when I was growing up. And there's a reason behind that. Because when man starts to fuck up, God ain't gonna drown him, right? Maybe in their feelings, but he ain't gonna drown them. Calm your ass down. Calm down. Say hello. Say hello. Hi. See, that's another lady. That's a lady. That's a lady. Uh-uh.
Come on, no.
Nah. Whenever her tail starts to wag like that, she gets too excited. Okay. My dog thinks that she's still dominant. She is. She is. For sure. Mhm. She makes sure she listening. She makes sure she ain't getting no sneak attack from the back. Look at her. Ooh. Good morning. That's why I don't take her to the doggy parks, because a lot of people think she wags her tail when she's happy. She does. She wags her tail when she's excited. And she's excited to teach somebody a lesson if she has to, right? I know my dog. I do. I know her well. Yeah. And what I know about my dog is sometimes she be wanting folks to bow down. Like, what the hell? Are you really my dog? Okay, come on. Come on. Oh, hold on. So, that's why it's important, I think, for everybody to know their complete chart and to understand the placements of their chart. Not just know your sun sign. Oh, my sign is, right? What they're saying is my sun sign is. But every sign is important. And you would think that it wouldn't be that hard to learn, since we only have, what, 9 influential celestial bodies in our solar system that we really have to be concerned about. Why is 9 such a hard number for them? All you have to do is use your fingers. You can count to 9. Am I being condescending? I am. Am I being patronizing? I am. With good reason, too. Because y'all are running around here acting like that you know what the hell astrology means. You know about your sign. You know, okay, you might know about a sign, but do you know how it's placed in your chart? So, I don't know. Maybe we'll see if we could do some DoorDash. Let's see. Let's see. Dasher. Let's dash now, and we'll dash until 11:30. Okay. Oh dang. Now it wants me to go a whole mile out of my way? I don't know if I want to do that. I'll wait a few minutes and see if things change.
Deja esta aquí, man. Mira, deja esta aquí. Deja. Yo llevo todo.
Thank you. Okay, so see, this is why, I don't really DoorDash too much, because nothing really comes up for DoorDash. I could be sitting here for several many minutes and it will tell me that ain't nothing going on. Right? And then it would tell me, okay, this is a hot spot. And then you could drive to the hot spot, and then the hot spot can move somewhere else. But my settings for Uber Eats or Uber period, I guess I had extended the pickups to be multiple pickups, and I'm not gonna be able to do that, okay? Because those multiple pickups had really jacked me up. Okay? So, but yeah, these are my smart glasses. My daughter hooked them up. I haven't used them yet, but I was like, oh my gosh, you getting ready to talk about Capricorn? You need to be shielded. Oh yeah. Okay, now hold on. Let me go. Let's start fresh and anew.